What is going on, chat? Welcome to a new Pitbox stream. Today's Monday. Let's kick off the week with huge energy. We're having significant price action going on the charts. Welcome DJ Lobsev into the chat and the stream. We're going to be talking a lot of interesting things today, where we have Bitcoin going for a 4.8% gain today and rivaling the highest daily candle close since September 28, and possibly going for the highest daily candle close since July 30 on the daily time frame. And also you can notice, chat, you can see the title of today's stream, and the thumbnail says Bitcoin on Breakout Watch. Will this time be real, chat? And what do I mean by that? It's because every time that we rivaled here the supply line of this long-term descending range that we've been on since March, we have had two impulses, and you could say somewhat of a confirmation high before reversing and going into range lows. So you can see here it happened on early April, early June, late July, and now again on mid-October. And I can tell you this, chat, every time that we went on the second impulse into range highs, things were more bullish and more frothy here rather than on this run-up. Mainly because a lot of people were offside for the first impulse here, so they were sidelined because they were scared, and then on the pullback they go in, and the trade now becomes overcrowded, and you just mean revert to the downside. So I am expecting, though, that this will be a real breakout, and I'll be laying you guys the thesis in just a few minutes. But I do want to let you guys know that if we fail to break out here on this supply line, and we somewhat get a pullback, you get a big chance of this possibly coming into range lows, into low 50s. That's not my main case, that's not my bias. I've been positioned for the long side for a while now, and I'm expecting a breakout, but I always have to be devil's advocate, since this is a TA show. This is not just a bull posting show. So you just have to know that you're a resistance, and we've been testing this resistance on two impulses in the past, and on the second impulse, when you fail to break out, you have gone into range lows, as you can appreciate here in the chart. So if we actually fail here, I wouldn't be surprised to see us coming down here. I don't know if that quick, but maybe into range lows once again, and having us trading once another month in this excruciating pain of a range. So since I had that out of the way, and I just told you like the devil's advocate scenario, I do think that this breakout will be real. Why do I think that? Not only because we're printing the first bar of positive momentum on the MACD histogram since September 30. I mean, the first positive momentum on the MACD of the month of October. And also here on the RSI, you're at 63 points. So you're in the bullish control zone. You're finally back again on the buyer's control zone on the daily time frame for BTC. But that's not why, chat, that I'm leaning towards this being a real breakout. It's because first, here on my classic setup, you have broken out of the 64.8K resistance, which is really big. It comes all the way back from 2021. You'll see this all-time high from April, and also regarded as resistance and as support on November 2021. So thanks, DJ. I'm gonna give you similar ones when I see you. And not just because we've broken out of 64K, which I think is huge, but my whole bullish bias comes from the 3-day time frame. And yeah, it's a real question, Seb. Will we go this time? And why do I say that? It's because on the 3-day, I've been talking about the 3-day for so long now, I probably have you guys all this dizzy by now on why I talk so much about the 3-day time frame. And it's because here on the MACD histogram, you have a triple bullish divergence here from each low. Each low was a higher low regarding the previous one. And you also have a 3 rising valleys accumulation pattern, an accumulation of positive momentum here. I'm going to draw it a little bit clearer here. So this is your breakout line. You broke above it here on late September. Now you had a throwback, and now you're starting to get positive momentum once again. We talked about this on this 3-day prints all the way down. Like we said, you don't want to see this go into a full reset into printing negative momentum once again. Why? Because you have a triple bullish divergence and you have an accumulation of positive momentum. And if that doesn't do anything for the price and buyers don't take control after such a trade setup, it just means that the sellers are so deeply in control that the buyers couldn't even do a thing after a triple bullish divergence and a potential, I mean, already confirmed positive momentum accumulation. Oh my God, yeah, I didn't update it, and I promised Benz to do it. My God, I feel like I'm a liar here right now, but I'll do. Thanks, Benz. Sorry for failing you in this time, but I'll get it done. So my whole thing here, it's on the 3-day time frame. I don't care that much what the daily time frame does, but look at this chat. You're now confirming strong positive momentum once again. This will be closing in 1 hour and 59 minutes. You have a strong positive momentum being put down on the MACD histogram once again. And I think this will be a reclaim of range highs of the positive momentum. And if this turns out to be an isolated event, for example, you just print this strong positive momentum today, but then on Thursday you start losing the positive momentum once again, then this probably means that the bearish scenario played out and that you're going into range lows. So that's how I'll know. Like the next 3-day candle will close on Thursday. So bulls have until Thursday to not lose range highs here, to basically not do what I was saying on the beginning of the stream, not reject here this long-term descending trend line and not start like trending downwards. If that happens, then the 3-day time frame, of course, will start to lose its positive momentum once again. And this strong positive momentum reclaim will more likely be an isolated event, and you'll start losing that positive momentum once again. And it'll mean that this whole triple bullish divergence, positive accumulation setup just wasn't enough for buyers to come in and basically take control. But I think that this is a sign here, Chad. I think that that you're printing positive momentum once again, that you're not going for a full reset here on the 3-day time frame. I think that hopefully this will start to just print stronger and stronger positive momentum, and that will finally be the breakout out of this long-term descending range. And the same thing can be said about USD dominance, but to the downside. USD dominance has been so goated on letting us know what's going on, that you can see basically the same thing BTC here, but inverted. We talked about this rejection here and this follow through on Friday, that this was awesome, that bears came in and sold off USD dominance above 5.8%, this level from 2022. So this is a lower high regarding the previous high and regarding the previous high from August. So this is starting to look distributive, and also you're flirting with losing the support here of this ascending channel, which is basically the inverted channel to Bitcoin here. So yeah, going for possibly the lowest daily candle close since September 29. Massive bearish engulfing candle on the daily, 4.3% down. You're printing strong negative momentum once again. And on the RSI, you're falling below 40. You're entering the seller's control zone on USD dominance. So it's the same thing going on here on USD dominance than on BTC, but inverted. Why do I keep repeating that? Because you have the MACD histogram, you have a triple bearish divergence, the same one that BTC has, you know? Each high has been a lower high regarding the previous one, although each low has been higher than the previous one. So it's basically been, I mean, each high has been also, each high has been a higher high, and each high here on the MACD histogram has been a lower high. So that's the divergence. And you also have a positive momentum distribution pattern of 3 falling peaks, you know, where you have this high, then a lower high, then another lower high. Those are the 3 falling peaks. And on the low here, this lower low, it's where you have the breakout line here, which you confirmed on this negative momentum. And now once again, you're reconfirming. You have somewhat of a, you didn't even had a throwback here on USDT dominance, because on BTC you had a full throwback. You fell below the breakout line, and now you're trying to get outside of the breakout line once again. Here on USDT dominance, that didn't even happen, you know. Buyers stepped in above the breakout line, so you don't have a throwback here. It's just basically you're still below the breakout line, and you're building strong negative momentum once again. So I think USDT dominance is telling us what the picture will be for the next quarter until end of year, hopefully, and that will print a massive negative momentum here, zone, hopefully at around here, or maybe how long, I don't know how long it lasts. But after a triple bearish divergence with a distribution of positive momentum that's been going on since March 31st, I expect some massive negative momentum to be printed on the MACD histogram here on the 3-day time frame. So that's why I've been looking so much at the 3-day time frame, which will be confirmed in an hour and 43 minutes. You also have this bearish, you have 2 bearish retests to 200 moving average here on USDT dominance. So I'm expecting the 3-day to follow through. I'm expecting that the next negative momentum bar will be a stronger one, even lower than this one. And that will basically imply that we had that breakout on BTC here. And if we don't get it, you know, from here to Thursday, the positive momentum here will start to vanish. And more likely than not, I think that we could be going into range lows. Because as I said, every time that you run up into range highs here, you did a second impulse into range highs, just like you did here on April 10, on June 5th, July 29, and now October 14. And usually conditions have been more bullish on the second impulse. People got way more excited on the second impulse rather than the first one. But given what the 3-day time frame is doing, I expect that this breakout will be real. But you don't have to rush yourself, you know. If you have not taken any positions yet, or you're insecure about what the market will deliver, I'm telling you this. I think on Thursday you'll know. That's for sure. Like if we start failing here, if tomorrow we sell off, go into 200 moving average, start losing it again, you know, start coming down below. Everyone's saying, okay, it's a 62K retest, buy whatever. My bias will be that we'll be going into range lows. Just because of structure, you know. Just looks pretty much like every other impulse to range highs. But if we stay above here, if we manage to hold 66K, or we sell off just a little bit, doesn't need to be like a violent breakout right away. Although I do expect fireworks once we break out from here. It'll reach escape velocity pretty soon, in my opinion. I think that the next close on Thursday will be really telling on the 3-day here. Just if we broke out, you know, if we're going to break out, this will be another strong positive momentum bar, which is implying that buyers are still in control and are going to print way more positive momentum here on the 3-day time frame, which is quite a significant time frame here. And if we fail and we print a weaker positive momentum bar, then you know that probably my bias will be that we'll be going into range lows. So that's my whole rant on BTC that I wanted to give you guys. What I'm thinking right now, what's going on. I think price is great. Also, if you take a look at, for example, the longer time frames, get rid of the 200 moving average. For example, the 9-day, don't look as much to this, but this will be closing. Wow, we'll be closing an hour and 40 minutes, and it's going for a bullish engulfing candle and your highest 9-day close since June 2nd. You're losing that negative momentum here on the MACD histogram, and you're on the 57 on the RSI, so you're just shy from the bullish control zone. But why am I showing you the 9-day time frame, Chad? Besides that, it'll close in an hour and 40 minutes. It's because on the Bollinger Bands, look at how compressed the Bollinger Bands are here. You just came into an impulse to a downside. Hold on. You just did an impulse to a downside twice, failed to break down, and now you're going for the mean reversion trade while you're discompressed here on the Bollinger Bands. Look at the compression. Like the compression on the 9-day is pretty much the same as of September and October last year. So I expect that this whole compression and volatility will expand to the upside when we break out. And I think that next Thursday, next 3-day close will be one to just I don't know, to celebrate, in my opinion. It'll be a great one. But this is one you want to see on the higher time frames. That's the 9-day, for example. I'm gonna go real high time frame here because I think today is an important day. For example, let's check out the 2-month, because why not? The 2-month will be closing at the end of October, and now it's going for a bullish engulfing candle and the highest 2-month close ever. You do have 17 more days to go, but this is starting to look way better than before, right, Chad? You had a bearish engulfing candle here that closed on, I think on the end of August. You closed on a bearish engulfing candle, and you're printing strong positive momentum once again. You're compressed on the Bollinger Bands here on the 2-month time frame, and it's starting to expand once again. And study what happened on each expansion on the Bollinger Bands. The last 2 compressions were on late 2016 and the previous one on late 2020. So you already know what which picture this is painting here. The RSI here on the 2-month is at the 67-point level, so it's on the bullish control zone. Although you're not above 70, I think above 70 is where things get pretty bananas here for BTC. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you guys the 6-month time frame, because I've been ranting about this time frame for so long, and I deserve to give you guys an update on what this is doing, why it is important, and why I've been so obsessed about it. And it's because you have the same setup as July 2015 through 2016. You had a bear market down here with a double bottom. You had a bear market here with a double bottom, a bullish engulfing candle right here. Hold on. Bullish engulfing candle right here. Bullish engulfing candle right here. Into a 3 white soldiers bullish setup, bullish pattern, 3 white soldiers, bullish pattern, and also the highest 6-month close ever, highest 6-month close ever. So you have like the same, it's like the same blueprint on the massive time frame, which is the 6-month. And study what happened on the following 2 next 6-month candles. This one, that's the one that we're on right now. That's that one. And the next one on the first semester of the second semester of 2017, which will be the first semester of 2025 for us. So this candle has stayed red for a long time. At some point it was looking pretty bad, but I think it just grabbed liquidity. This FPG down here of this 6-month candle got completely filled, and you're looking at a possible highest 6-month close in history, another one at the end of the year. So not getting too far ahead of my skis, I just want to show you guys how and why I've stayed bullish throughout this garbage of price action, throughout this nightmare of a range. We have tried to identify the bullish bias towards it, and when the breakout might be, and I think today might finally be the time. Okay, chat. So I gave you the bearish possibilities. We failed to break out. More likely than not, we'll revisit range lows. We break out, it's fireworks season, because you've been trending on this range for like 220 days. So rejoice, because it's now time to pay attention. The oscillators are fully reset and poised for higher prices here, both the MACD and the RSI. So that's your BTCs. Go to Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is up almost 0.4%, going for the highest daily candle close since October 3rd. You're losing that negative momentum. I mean, you're printing strong negative momentum in the MACD histogram, but I reckon it's gonna lose the entirety of the negative momentum since on how it's been trading. 57 on the RSI, so that's neutral. Yeah, and apparently you've just had the highest low of this entire uptrend, man. Nailing the top on this chart is gonna be super hard. I think it's gonna go more with fundamental analysis rather than TA. You do need to come below 57.2. This is inflection zone from 2020, 2019. You need to fall below it in order to get excited about Bitcoin dominance pulling back. But I think that we'll need to get that breakout on Bitcoin and get BTC running above 80K, 90K or so. Like just really strong levels, which will drag new retail in, and ultimately will give more confidence in market participants to bid more altcoins than BTC. So that's when I think that it'll happen on Bitcoin dominance. So we talked about USDT dominance, Bitcoin. Let's talk about ETH, man. ETH is outperforming both BTC and Solana today. Although it's a green day for Bitcoin dominance, you're getting this mid stick on Ethereum going for the highest daily candle close since September 29, a 7.6% gainer. Just $165 today, going for a bullish engulfing candle, reclaiming $2,500 here on Ethereum. And you do have somewhat of this inverse head and shoulders that I draw the other day. You could do this like the diagonal way. This could be the breakout, or you can actually do it the horizontal way here. It's just however you like it. I tend to rely more on horizontal patterns because they're more objective, because the diagonal ones, it depends on the perspective of the chartist, the people who's drawing the lines. But you do have a massive reversal pattern down here in Ethereum, unconfirmed for now. But this could let's do the measure move target here, Chad, because why not? Since we're here, let's go from the neckline into the bottom of the head. It's a 20% target. So if we get this breakout and goes for the full measure move, you're looking at a 3,400 ETH measure move target of this reversal pattern. And actually, this base is pretty lengthy, man. You've been down here ranging since August 5th, since that crash. So hype in the chat for ETH, final doing things. You're printing strong positive momentum bar for the first time since the beginning of the month. On the RSI, you're at the 61 point level, man. You're in the bullish control zone, the highest RSI reading since September 27. And this is where it starts to get interesting for Ethereum. Buyers are in control in the daily time frame. Can't complain. Let's check out the 3-day time frame, because why not? So 3-day looks cool, man. You're printing strong positive momentum once again on the MACD histogram. Let's see the RSI. The RSI, it's neutral at 50, but you're finally out of the bearish control zone that you stayed down there for so long. So that's cool. Bollinger Bands, pretty compressed, man. Look at this compression on the Bollinger Bands. Somewhat similar to this compression on January, and not as compressed as of October of last year, but either way, pretty compressed on the Bollinger Bands. Let's see ETH BTC. I know everyone wants to look at that. It's actually green today. It's up 1.3%. Just buyers relentlessly not letting this drop and go for a lower low. This could turn to be a nice bounce from ETH BTC because I've been asking for the chart to give me a higher low, and this might be the higher low that we've been waiting for on ETH BTC, man. You have a low here and then potentially a confirmation low or higher low, going for the highest daily candle close since October 1st. Printing positive momentum on the MACD histogram and neutral on the RSI. Let's see the 3-day. So the 3-day is going for a bullish engulfing candle. This is cool because you had a bullish engulfing candle here on October 6th that didn't catch any follow through. Actually, it looked like it was going to die. The 3-day candle afterwards, and now the current 3-day close, which will be confirmed in an hour and 29 minutes. It's cool. You're printing strong positive momentum once again after printing negative momentum for so long. You printed negative Momo since July 5th until September 18 on ETH BTC. Still in the bearish control zone though. It needs a lot of work here. 38 points on the RSI. But this could turn out to be a great inverse head and shoulders here, chat. Look at this. Just like the ETH USD pattern on the daily time frame, you have a potential reversal pattern on the 3-day time frame for ETH BTC. So I wonder what that will do to ETH beta and to Ethereum itself, since the last 6 months has been a Solana denominated market, mostly, although we've been downtrending. It's cool to see somewhat of this reaction on ETH BTC. Maybe traders front running this level down here, this inflection zone from the start. It was manufactured in 2016. Maybe just traders front running that level. So yeah, this higher low on the higher time frames just looks pretty cool. Let's do the Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands, just not much to say yet. And I wouldn't get that excited on ETH BTC until you put in a higher low, potentially a higher high. Basically, you have to take out 4,233 sats on ETH BTC. So you get a higher high, and you start putting down higher highs and higher lows consecutively. Then you could get more excited because this is just a sign potentially for a bounce, not just a trend reversal, you know? The fact that you're possibly confirming a higher low here on ETH BTC. Let's go check out Solana. Solana, it's up 6.2%, outperforming BTC today, but being outperformed by Ethereum. Who could have foreseen, bro? Highest daily candle close since September 29 will be confirmed in an hour and 26 minutes. You're up almost $9 today. Decent volume, but it could be better on Binance. Printing strong positive momentum once again. 62 points on the RSI, so you're back on the bullish control zone on the daily time frame. And you also have this potential inverse head and shoulders here. It's not just Ethereum, it's also Solana here, chat. Look at this. Left shoulder, right shoulder. So everything's screaming for higher, you know? If BTC fails to break out from this long-term descending range, then ultimately what this inverse head and shoulders will do, they'll do something like this, you know? Maybe here at resistance and continue lower. But if we don't fail and we're looking at the breakout, like I think that we're actually seeing, hopefully, because we have had like 4 false breakouts by now. But if this is the real one, Chad, Solana looks great, really good. And let's check Sol BTC. It's up 0.9%. Going for the highest daily candle close since October 1st, and you're testing the 200 moving average once again, chat. Look at this bearish retest. You had one here, a second one here that you rejected both of them, but did a higher low here regarding this one at least, and now you're touching resistance once again, and you sold off going into it, just a little bit. It's not like you're nuking, but you also sold off to this level, 23.8k, this inflection zone from 2021. You're below it, so you need to get back above the 200 moving average and above 23.8k before getting that excited on Sol BTC. But you're printing strong positive momentum once again. 55 on the RSI, so you're neutral on the oscillators, but the thing is that you're going against resistance here. So hopefully BTC will do the trick, man. It's like the entire market is waiting for BTC's confirmation, you know? This impulse here into 200 moving average once again, you know, potential inverse head and shoulders going on. It's just screaming to be waiting for resolution. On the 3-day time frame, we'll be going for the highest 3-day close since September 27. You're up 1.9%. You're way above the 200 moving average here on Sol BTC. And you're printing strong positive momentum once again. Something that you have not seen since August 10. Neutral on the RSI, so man. And look at the Bollinger Bands, man. Quite compressed. I told you guys, if you're discompressed on the Bollinger Bands and you're below the moving average down here, you're at risk of getting a breakdown. You know that this whole volatility compression will ultimately result in an expansion to the downside. But you're now doing it, Chad. You're back above the moving average, so that's great. Let's see Sol ETH. What is Sol ETH doing today? It's probably red, right? It's down 0.4%. So it's nothing burger candle. After a bullish engulfing candle yesterday, you have 5 bullish retest to this all-time high area here from 2021. So it looks great, man. You're not catching immediate follow through to yesterday's bullish engulfing candle, but that's fine. As long as you don't deviate and come back down below 5,720 sats down here, or whatever denomination is, you're safe. Sol ETH looks good. The fact that you have this bullish retest to this previous resistance zone that now has been flipped to support for the first time gives a lot of confidence on this chart. And on the 3-day time frame, just a nothing burger candle too, down 0.1%. Just not catching any follow through to this bullish engulfing candle, which would have been great, you know, to be going for the highest 3-day close, but at least doesn't look that weak. And you're printing strong negative momentum once again, though, on the MACD histogram. And you're at the 59 points on the RSI. So you're just a little bit of less than 1 point shy from the buyer's control zone here on the RSI. So, yeah, market looks poised for ripping higher. Look at BTC, man. It's insane. Hopefully we'll get that breakout. Hopefully. Okay, let's check out some altcoins. I mean, let's see BTC against the SPX, man. Didn't look at this before. So that's nice, man. They're holding the right shoulder of this reversal pattern of this inverse head and shoulders. You're up 4.2%, going for the highest daily candle close since September 29. And what you want to see is that this reversal pattern on BTC against the SPX actually plays out after this massive drawdown since March 14. You're looking at a potential reversal pattern. Left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder below the 200 moving average. 59 points on the RSI, imprinting the first positive momentum bar since September 30. So I think look at this candle, man. This Marubasu candle and a bullish engulfing here on BTC against the SPX and on the 3-day time frame. Let's see. We'll be going for the highest 3-day close in September 27. You're somewhat compressed here. You could say that you're quite compressed on the Bollinger Bands. And man, you have a reversal pattern here, very much real, with Bollinger Band compression, printing strong positive momentum once again on the MACD histogram. RSI on full reset. Bro, if it's not now, it's never, you know? It's gonna take us a while if we don't get this breakout now, in my opinion. This needs to play out. Thursday needs to be a stronger positive momentum bar than this one that we'll be closing on the 3-day time frame. Okay, let's see some altcoins. If y'all want me to take a look at anything, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll get right away into the charts. I want to show you guys something that I saw earlier today. Chainlink. Even Chainlink looks good, man. What do we have here? We have a 3 rising valleys. It's the same pattern that we have on the MACD on BTC on the 3-day time frame, but this is on link on the daily time frame and on price, not on the histogram. Look at this, chat. Going for a bullish engulfing candle, you're up 5%. You also broke out here from this supply line right there. And you have an accumulation setup here. You have three higher highs, you know. I mean, this is a low, 3 higher lows, my bad. This is a low, this is another higher low, and another higher low, with this high being higher than the previous one. That's the whole schematics for a 3 rising valleys accumulation reversal pattern. So I think altcoins are giving the signal too, man, here. It's not just BTC. You're losing negative momentum on the MACD histogram, 51 on the RSI. So I think altcoins are also painting the picture here, not just BTC. Below the 200 moving average on the 3-day time frame, but that's fine. You've been chopping around it. I'm sure if actually the pattern gets confirmed, then that you will send off right out of that 200 moving average. So that's Chainlink for anyone who has not been looking at memes or any fresh coins, you know, that they just want to trade on centralized exchanges, you know, whatever. Injective has somewhat of the same setup. 3 rising valleys also. First low, higher low, higher low. This one being a higher high regarding the previous one. So a lot of coins are showing this reversal patterns, man. WorldCoin up 14.5%. Back above $2.10. Your highest daily candle close will be confirmed since July 21st. Cool price action. Printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram. 69 on the RSI, bullish control zone, just 1 inch away from being on the bullish. Being overbought. Take a look at this, chat. Bear's head and shoulders pattern confirmed and now playing out on WorldCoin here. And why do I show you this? It's because there's another coin that has this somewhat of like the same setup here. Let me show it to you. Where do you have it? It's ENA. So the different thing in between WorldCoin and ENA is that ENA is that somewhat at low at all-time lows. You know, it's been downtrending ever since its inception. But you have the same setup, an inverse head and shoulders that's slightly tilted to the right, you know, This right shoulder is higher than the left shoulder. You know, this high is a little bit higher than this one. So inverse head and shoulders that look like this, you know, have better chances of performing rather than the traditional ones, you know, that are flat. You see though how this one's a little bit tilted towards the upside, and it's on the it's the same way around. Head and shoulders, regular head and shoulders like reversal tops, you know, get a better performance when they're down sloping rather than up sloping. That's what I wanted to say. This is somewhat of an up sloping inverse head and shoulders here on ENA. I heard they had their unlock already. I haven't checked, so that's do your own research for yourself on the unlocks. But I heard from a good source that the unlocks were done. You have this reversal pattern out of this massive downtrend and sell-off. You do have, look at this chat. You confirm this hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. And you're at the 66 points on the RSI. So you're in the bullish control zone. Let's see the 3-day. Wonder what the 3 is doing. So the 3-day, you're printing strong positive momentum once again. You're at the 55 points level on the RSI. So that's cool. But that looks insane. And regarding insane setups, I'm going to show you guys this. Because why not? Gonna step away from ENA just a little bit, because I want my followers to make money. This is a meme coin. I know you all love meme coins. This is Mumu the Bull. And I'll show you guys. My God, this looks stupid good. This is just insane, bro. Like, I'm gonna show you here right now. So you have an historic resistance here of Mumu. You sold off on March, April, June, but then finally on July, you broke out of it and flipped it to support. Went on a massive run. Look at this wick. This wick goes all the way up to 3,500 out of a penny. Look at this impulse to the upside, like someone top blasted with size this ticker. Then you came back down, you retested this support area once again, and now you confirm it as support again on this basically capitulation lows from September. And what are you doing now, chat? Look at this. I only go outside of a trading view for this kind of setups. So I hope you appreciate it. This is insane. You have a massive inverse head and shoulders above supply, above a zone that used to be resistance. Now you're confirming it as support. It's everything alright, chat? Hold on one second. Getting some kind of an alert here. I want to see everything's fine. Yeah. Everything's cool. So you have this massive inverse head and shoulders reversal pattern on a basically a resistance now flipped to support. What are we talking about here, chat? Like, can someone come in and let me know? What are we talking about? Plus, Mumu being the bull market mascot, you know, you're looking something like this. So I would much rather long Mumu than ENA. Why? Because ENA it's on a downtrend. You know, it's been selling off for almost the entirety of its existence. You know, you cannot like ENA did that basically. And now it's doing something like this. We're here. Compare that chart, compare ENA to Mumu. Mumu's been on an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Massive expansion to the upside, came back down, held resistance as support now. Not once, but twice. You're printing a reversal pattern with this massive wick above you. Like if you remember what happened to WIF early this year, you remember that someone top blasted WIF at like 40 cents, you know, did this massive wick to the chart, and then they basically filled the wick. Mumu went, the wick was like the top of the wick was at like $4, and WIF actually traded at $4. So maybe Mumu goes into 3,500 out of anything from this level, from 5,000 out of a 5,900 out of whatever this is. This is like a solid 6 to 7x from this level here, with a TA chart being confluent to it. So if this fails, if this if this inverse head and shoulders doesn't get confirmed, doesn't break out, I'm gonna go towards and think that it was because BTC didn't break out. If BTC actually breaks out, this thing will moon. And I've got my bags packed, man. I started accumulated down here on this right shoulder, and I might even add more on the breakout. For real. This is insane. This is like what you want to be looking at. Because ENA, you know, looks juicy. You know, you had that inverse head and shoulders. You know, JITs are out. Everyone's sold off. I would much rather long this. You know, long-term uptrend. Previous resistance now flipped to support. Massive wick to the upside. And it's got the memes, you know. It's got the memetics to it. So that's why I went out of TradingView to show you guys. Because this looks cool, don't get me wrong. But I will much rather long Mumu. Okay? Let's see what else. Pretty much everything looks cool now. Tia, Dime, all of your favorite utility coins, they look somewhat bottomed, you know. Brenso, the same. Even Ondel looks good here. You have this inverse head and shoulders also. Left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. You're back above 70 cents. Next target will be 84 cents, and then $1.10. So everything looks poised for upside now, man. It's just we need to find what it'll do better. What things will outperform the rest of the market. And for example, talking about basically an outperformer in Sui, he today just chilling, down 3%, but that's a nothing burger, man. You had the highest daily candle close ever yesterday. You're at all-time highs here in Sui. Look at the 3-day time frame. You're going for the highest 3-day close in its history. You're overbought on the RSI. You're deeply on the bullish control zone, printing stronger and stronger positive momentum by the 3-day close. What's good, Seb? Welcome back. So I would much rather long strength rather than basically betting on a reversal like the ones that you have across the board here on utility. For example, ENA, Dimension, TIA. I'm sure they'll do great. If actually BTC pulls the numbers, you know, and does the breakout, I'm sure they'll go into range highs and possibly into all-time highs. But I think that in that instance, Mumu on the setup that I just showed you, it'll do incredible multiples, you know, in that same time span. So look at this whole amount of utility beta on Solana also starting to look somewhat bottom here. Jupiter is up 11% today. Camino just continuing the uptrend, going for the highest daily candle close since when was this? October 10. Just really close to I mean it's some price discovery, but really close to just continuing the uptrend and taking out these highs from October 10. This is the meme coin composite here, going for a bullish engulfing candle, highest daily candle close in its history. It actually had all-time highs today. 3-day close, also the 3-day highest 3-day close ever. Let's see meme coins against utility on Solana. This is your blue chip meme coins against your blue chip utility on Sol. This is WIF plus Bonk plus Ponky against Radium, Jupiter, and Jito. You're selling off, man. Looks like this could be somewhat of an upthrust, you know, somewhat of maybe a deviation. Look at that, chat. Is that it? Maybe it comes for a pullback, you know, a higher low, and then continues the uptrend, or maybe this was just an upthrust, you know, deviation, and it could come all the way down into range lows. Because why not? This range was formed on March 5th. So if you have not seen the performance out of this range on a true bull market, and if we get a true bull market, I think that memes will blow the door out for utility and it will continue higher. But you're down 6% on the 3 to 10 frame. You're going for a bearish engulfing candle. So yeah, utility has been stronger on Solana, at least on the major caps, for the past 3 days, if you were wondering. What else, chat? Pepe's up almost 12% today. My God. Going for the highest daily candle close since September 29. Going against resistance. This back test of this support, this resistance flip to support, and you also have a massive inverse head and shoulders here, and an upsloping head and shoulders, the same like the one that you have on ENA and Mumu. You have it here on Pepe. Left shoulder, right shoulder. I mean left shoulder and the head and the right shoulder. That's your neckline or breakout line. Reversal, you know, after this long-term drawdown since the top. It looks like it wants to go, man. Looks good. Back above the 200 moving average. 3-day. Printing strong positive momentum. 58 on the other side. 2 points shy from the bullish control zone. TA Yeepy. Okay. Is that on deck screener? Let's see. See what's Yeepy all about. But the thing is that I would much rather bid Pepe than ENA, because ENA it's been down only, and actually Pepe it's been on uptrend. It's like the same thesis for Mumu. Okay, Yeepy for my for my man DJ Love Letters. Oh my God. It's up 115% today, going for the highest daily candle close since July 28, since July 26. No volume though. 43K on volume, 303 transactions, and 83K market cap. Oh my God. So, but you do have decent volume coming in. I mean, at least compared to what you were doing before. Let's see how bottom this thing is actually. Look at this, chat. Look at the compression on the Bollinger Bands. The same compression that you had here. You continued flying. You had an even bigger compression here. Had a 3-day close outside of the bands. Another 3-day close outside of the bands. And now another 3-day close outside of the bands. Man, this thing could go. Yeah, it's been catching bits, but that same setup, it's the same setup that Pepe and Mumu has, and I would much rather bid something that has a long-term uptrend rather than something that it's been downtrending since its inception. So, if you were on your call, you can take a look at what I said. But yeah, this is a banger. Although if you want to position yourself, you might move your too much the chart. And don't clip me. Don't take any clips out of this because this is a major micro cap. It's like the smallest altcoin I've ever charted. So I hope that you're making bank out of this one, DJ Love Letters. Funny. But I was just saying, you have this inverted and shoulders here on Pepe, like the one that you have here on ENA. But the difference is that Pepe has not been bleeding for 6 months straight, Pepe has been holding value. So I would much rather bid the same setup, the same upsloping inverted and shoulders. I would much rather bid it on Pepe. Where do I have this frog coin? Come on. Where do I have my memes? Here. So oh my god, is that I mean, it's the same emoji as the cool token, right? Yeah, I get what you're saying. I wouldn't touch it. I'm not gonna be trying to time the cold drop because we've been waiting for that forever. Although I hope it's soon because it looks like it's finally time. Damn, I would hold on to that then. No financial advice, but if you're up on it, that's cool. But going back into more sizable backs that you could bid, ENA, you have the same setup, but you've been downtrending since its inception. And Pepe, you have the same setup here, upsloping inverted on shoulders, but at least you are on an uptrend and above support. So I'd much rather bid something that looks stronger rather than praying for a massive reversal on a down only meme. I mean, not meme, utility coin. So yeah. Oh my god, I think BTC is at the highest of the day. Is it? I think it is. BTC will be closing outside of this downsloping channel for the first time since June 5th. Hype in the chat. Printing strong positive momentum in the MACD histogram. Oscillators on full reset. Oh, word. Thanks, Seb. Thanks for the heads up. Oscillators on full reset for higher prices. You already know. If the breakout's not now, and if we don't break out from here till Thursday and we pull back, see you at range lows. If we actually manage to hold price above here, then I think that this 3-day time frame accumulation setup, bullish divergence will be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and we will actually go into price discovery on this triple bullish divergence plus accumulation of positive momentum, and we will see the biggest positive momentum ever. We'll probably take out this high from March 10, and things that are about to get really silly. I'll tell you this, chat. Where we're going, you won't need charts, but you'll need to tune in into my daily show either way, because you'll need to sell the top, and I'll be here trying to speculate on where that will be. Ethereum also at the highest of the day, up 7.2%. Jesus Christ. Solana 6.7%. everything's just ripping, man. So I hope that you're having fun, that you had a great day today. I'll be going live tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, maybe a little bit earlier. Who knows? Just keep your notifications on so you know where I'm going live. Remember to smash that like button on the way out. Thanks for tuning in.